This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only. And anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Double check you're still subscribed to the channel. Double check your notifications are on. And if you like or comment, double check it's working properly, because they're working overtime suppressing the channel. Listen, a lot of these banks who now want to produce their own stable coins after the Genius Act was signed into law might have a legal issue on their hand. Okay? And I think this might be major for a lot of these banks: Bank of America, Citibank, Chase, Wells Fargo, PNC, because in 2022, Custodia Bank was thinking long term. They were seeing into the future. And you know what they did? They patented bank stablecoins. Okay? They patented bank stablecoins. And that is more than likely going to be a big problem for these banks that now want to produce their own stablecoin. They might have to go through Custodia. But even if they feel that they can break the patent, we're talking about a long, drawn-out lawsuit inside the courts with these banks trying to break Custodia's patent. Or all these banks might have to pay Custodio a use fee in order to use their patent, and then Custodia Bank might become a very, very powerful bank. And they're a tiny little bank, I think out of Wisconsin or something like that. But whoever was running Custodia Bank, they were thinking long term. They were playing chess when the rest of the banks were playing checkers. And now that the Genius Act has made stable coins legal, and all these banks now are trying to get into stablecoin, trying to issue their own stablecoin, they might have a legal issue if Custodia enforces their bank stablecoin patent. This is a major, major development, in my opinion, because it puts the banks back on their heels. It puts the banks back on their heels, because in order for them to produce a stable coin, they're going to need permission from Custodia, or they're going to have to take Custodia to court to break Custodia's stablecoin bank patent. And I'm not familiar with patent law. I don't know exactly how it works. But once you have a patent, if another entity wants to break that patent, it is usually something that's very, very complicated. And the reason it's complicated is because the patent issue was a complicated issue. What Custodia had to present to the patent department was some very complex information in order for the patent office to give Custodia the patent for bank stablecoins. And now that they have the patent, I believe it's going to be very, very difficult for these banks to break it. Not saying that it's impossible. Not saying that it's impossible. But it can be a long, drawn-out process. And all this time, XRP, Ripple Ledger, RLUSD will keep on doing its thing, keep on taking real-world assets and putting them on the blockchain, tokenizing them. They're going to start taking over Swift. And you guys know that I believe that the XRP spot ETFs are going to be approved. And that's going to bring, in my opinion, billions or trillions of institutional money into XRP. So Custodia Bank having this patent on bank stablecoin might be a major, major problem for Citibank, Wells Fargo, PNC, and all the other banks that want to issue bank stablecoins now. They might not be able to do that without custodians giving them permission. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think that Custodia's board of directors was thinking long term in 2022 when they got a patent for bank stablecoins? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.